Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Allison Shepard and Grace Miller.
Today, it won't happen again until our seniors are 39 and most of our teachers are in a retirement home. We'll get you ready for the eclipse.
Whether you want to work for a business or start one yourself, we've got you covered.
And if it seemed a little more quiet around Lincoln today, there's a good reason.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Allison Shepard.
And I'm Grace Miller.
Grace, are you pumped for spring break?
So I'm actually just going to the field every day. But what about you? What are you doing?
Same thing. I'll see you at Blacklick.
Oh, yay!
Anyways, let's get into some news. As Principal Williams stated over the announcements this morning, today our school is hosting an annual Day of Silence.
This day is a way for the LGBTQIA plus students and allies to peacefully protest violence against their community.
As a reminder for today, make sure you are kind and considerate of others who may be participating in today's Oath of Silence.
We talked to Mental Health Liaison Mr. Glitt for more reminders about today.
Here he is.
Today is the celebration of the Day of Silence, so any student participating should not be speaking or talking today in kind of a protest to highlight harassment and bullying happening to the LGBTQIA community. Anyone that wants to participate, if you swing by my office here across the hall from guidance, I have cards that you can show your teachers stating why you're not speaking and highlighting kind of the reasons. And then during 8th period, they will make an announcement and have you all come down to the library, and we will have a celebration for you to kind of break your silence and tell your story.
Thanks, Mr. Glitt. Students, have you ever thought about owning your own business or becoming an entrepreneur? If so, there's a perfect opportunity just for you. Y-Lead is hosting the 2nd annual Entrepreneur Fair in the gym today during all lunch periods. Students will be able to interact with entrepreneurs about both the joys and challenges of owning a business. Here is leader of Y-Lead, Ian Washington, with more information.
So today, during all lunch periods, Y-Lead is presenting an entrepreneur fair where you can come get insight from entrepreneurs, small business owners on how they do their businesses and get insight and also learn more about what they do and how they do it. So please come out and if you're interested.
Thanks, Ian. There are many different career paths after high school. Yesterday, the main gym was the career fair, where there are many different companies and organizations to teach the future graduates what lies before them before graduation. One of the booths was the National Army Guard. We spoke to Sergeant Bell for more information about alternative career paths after high school. Here he is.
We offer 100% tuition scholarships. We are also able to pay for trade schools. So for anybody that's not interested in college per se, that's okay. We also pay for accredited programs as well. So if you're wanting to go into carpentry or plumbing, electrical, anything involved in trades, we will pay for it.
Hey Allison, are you going to see the eclipse next week?
I was planning to, but what really is the eclipse?
Well, science was never really my strong suit, so I don't really know. But luckily, our Evelyn Cahill took a deeper look into what eclipses are and what you can do to view this phenomenon safely and why you should care.
Here's Evelyn.
Spring break is a time for relaxation, vacations, and sleeping in. But something makes this year's break a little bit different.
So on Monday, April 8th, we are going to have a total solar eclipse, which is really cool and unusual because the path of totality is going to pass just north of us. Like in the Mansfield area, it's going to hit through Cleveland and up through Buffalo, right about Niagara Falls, like up that way and up into Vermont, which is really awesome. So the path of totality means that the sun is going to completely be blocked by the moon that's going to pass between. So the moon is going to pass directly between the sun and the earth in order for a shadow to be cast over where we are.
The Federal Highway Administration expects at least 5 million people to trek Monday from Texas to Maine to see the eclipse in totality, which happens to be less often than you think.
They happen every once in a while. It just depends on, the duration and the path of the moon and the path of the earth and how it all completely lines up. But the last total solar eclipse was in 2017, but it wasn't visible here.
And since total solar eclipses are so rare, students traveling are especially grateful that we don't have school. to allow for people to sightsee at places with peak viewing conditions.
I think that it's awesome that it's over our spring break because then we get a chance to actually go do things for it if we want to.
I'm glad we're not gonna be here because it's like a once in a lifetime or it's a really rare event, so I'm glad that we have the opportunity to go and see it.
While it's exciting to view what's happening in real time, it's important to be safe while doing so, mainly by wearing your eclipse glasses.
It's really important to not look directly at the sun during a total eclipse. You don't want to look at the sun anyway, but even in an eclipse when it's being shadowed by the moon, you still don't want to look directly at it. But these have a special filter on them.
So be sure to grab your eclipse glasses and get ready to view this truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that won't be able to be seen in totality in the US until 2044.
I think it's important because it's a rare event. It's cool. It only happens every so often, and I feel like we should all take the opportunity to see something that we might not normally see.
Because it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, especially for it to be a total eclipse.
So, if you have the opportunity to view this rare celestial event, be sure to do so safely. And most importantly, savor the moment, as it won't happen again for at least another 20 years. This is Evelyn Cahill for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Evelyn. Attention to all seniors. Your graduation is right around the corner, and that means there are a lot of deadlines approaching. One deadline coming up is submitting your senior pictures for the yearbook. While you are on spring break, you can find your best picture to email to yearbook@gjps.org. We caught up with co-editor-in-chief Julia Ellerbrock for more information. Here's Julia.
Hi seniors, make sure to get your senior photos turned in by the Friday after spring break, which is Friday, April 19th. If you have any conflict with getting them in by this date, make sure to email yearbook@ggps.org, which is also the email that you should be sending your pictures into. And once the deadline hits, we will be sending out what the pages look like so that if there's any problems, you can let us know.
Thanks, Julia. Hey, G. Millie, we have someone else in the studio today who's actually doing something for spring break.
Oh my gosh, I really wonder who. Oh my gosh, hey Natalie!
Hi guys.
What are you doing for spring break, Natalie?
Well, I'm going to Florida with some friends, but luckily for you guys, I have some news on Sports That Played Black, just like you.
Oh my gosh, what do you have?
Well, to start off, our varsity boys lacrosse team is undefeated at home following their game last night against Big Walnut. The Eagles started out strong, being up 1-4 for majority of the game, but our Lions were able to counter with 7 goals in the second half to end the game in an 8-7 win. Scoring for the Lions were Cole Gervais with 3, Tyler Brochard with 2, and Jude Bronco, Chase Lepeski, and Eddie Jennings all adding 1. We caught up with senior captain Tyler Brochard to talk about the game.
So first half, we were down 4-1, and we were kind of down, no energy. And then our coach, Coach Marco, got us all hyped at halftime, and we came back out and took the lead. And we had a couple big hits to get our energy back up, and we pulled off the great win.
Thanks. The girls lacrosse traveled to Dublin Scioto last night to play against the Irish. Throughout the game, the Lions fought hard but struggled to keep up with them, losing 13-16. This moves the Lions to a 4-1 record, but the Lions are very cheerful for varsity captain goalie Caitlin Hedrick as she was awarded her 300th career save during the game. Congrats, Kate, and good luck, ladies, as they play Westerville Central tonight. The Lions volleyball team is on a 5-game winning streak. Yesterday, the Lions defeated Pickerington Central in 3 quick sets to get the win. Key contributors were Lucas D'Amatos and Connor Pyatt, with multiple assists across the board. And awesome serves from Pujan Dutel to finish off the game. The Lions have 2 more games on Saturday and are working at it to continue this winning streak. Here's Connor Pyatt and Sam Coman with a recap of yesterday's game and how they're preparing for the rest of the week.
The win was great because we were working as a team, and probably energy was the best key. But I think together, we're all as a team, we're one big family.
I think we played really great as a team. We focused on the win tonight, and we're still focusing on our tri-match this Saturday when we have to play against tough teams. And I think we should see us play hard this weekend.
Thanks, guys. That's all the sports for today, so I'll send it back to Grace and Allison at the news desk.
Thanks, Natalie.
Well, Lincoln, that's all we have for you today.
Have a great spring break.
Goodbye, Lincoln.
Bye, brother.